Hello everyone, good morning, good evening. Today at Chessbug I'm going to talk about how to build a repertoire for black against d4, c4 and knight f3. First thing, this repertoire is something you want to try once you accept that chess is a draw. And as black, to get a draw is good enough. Okay, so the first step is to breathe in. Say, a draw is good enough. Breathe out. Alright, so now we know that the draw is good enough. How do we build a repertoire? For a repertoire, we need a dream position. A position that's home. A position we're always going to come back to. A position that when we see it in a real game, we're happy. Okay, I know this very well. So we're going to talk about this position in our repertoire that I'm going to show today, and we're going to talk about resources. So how do you study that position and positions that come before it? So let's get to the board and talk about our dream position. Alright, so this is our dream position, the position that we want to have in as many games as possible. This is called the Lasker Defense, after the great Emanuel Lasker. And it can be arrived in different move orders that I'm going to show you. But this is it. You want to study this position. You want to be good at this position. You want to feel that whenever this is the way the board is set, you know what to do as black in order to get a draw. You don't have to win every game, but you want to feel that a draw is at hand against any player in the world. So the first thing you need to choose is at least one book that you're going to learn with, you're going to study with. I love chess books, and we're going to use computers at some point, of course, but books are important to me. Just a tip that I got from FIDE master Nick Raptis is that you got to have at least one book that you know everything in it. You know everything about your position in that book. As he said, you eat it, you drink it, you sleep with it. So now I have three books in front of me, one by Quality Chess, one by Gambit, and one by Everyman Chess. These are the three biggest publishers, and all of these books I got free from the publishers because they wanted me to review them. So this needs to be said. But now let's move to the books. So first book I want to mention is Boost Your Chess to Beyond the Basics by Artur Yusupov. And Yusupov is one of the greatest players of this position in history. He played it mostly in the late 1980s. And in his book, which covers a lot of things, Chapter 11 is dedicated to this position and to White's main options from here and how to deal with them, plus a lot of puzzles and questions and solutions on how to evolve from this position. The second book I would like to mention is The Queen's Gambit Decline by James Rizitano. It's from Gambit. And the advantage of this book is that it deals not only with this position, but with many things that White can do to avoid this position. So if you get this book, you can study, there's going to be more things that you can study with this book added to, compared with the Yusupov one. So this could be a standalone, while the Yusupov could not. But the third and the book I love the most is the book from Everyman Chess by Neil MacDonald, called Queen's Gambit Decline, or Starting Out the Queen's Gambit Decline. It's just extremely clear. His explanations are nice and he's friendly, and I just enjoy reading this book. So if you're, and I think if you're like under 1800, this is definitely the book to go with. If you're a little bit, you know, if you're over 1800 and you're more professionally inclined, take this one. And the Use to Prove, of course, is a great book on this position. So what we've learned today, we talked about a draw is fine, it's good enough to have a draw. We talked about it's important to have a book, and we mentioned a couple of books you can get. Next time we're going to talk about the important features of this position, the opening position of Lasker's defense. Goodbye.